Hey, fitness friends, Natalie here, and I've got your first week of flexibility challenge. We're going to be working on our shoulders this week. Now, I know that your shoulders are maybe not the first thing that comes to mind when you think about flexibility. You usually think about touching your toes or, back bends, things like that. We're going to work on those things too. But the first week, I wanted to get right into our shoulders because it's maybe not the first thing that you think about. And having shoulder mobility is really important to your overall health, to your posture, to your mobility in your upper body. The goal here is really to be able to raise your arms straight up overhead without arching your back. So being able to take your arms straight up out of your peripheral vision, reaching to the sky without arching your back. If you can already do that, that's great. But I'm going to give you some options to make it stronger, make it easier. First one that I'm going to give you is actually going to come over to a wall. Hopefully you can see me okay in the video. What I want you to do is stand with your back to the wall, and you don't have to put your heels against the wall, but I want you to have your shoulder blade against the wall, your bottom against the wall, and stand up straight and tall. Feet should be about hip distance apart, so they're giving you a nice base of support. And then without lifting your shoulders to your ears, so by keeping your shoulders down in the socket, you're going to raise your arms. You're going to touch your thumbs to the wall behind you, and then you're going to come back down. You're going to raise your arms, touch those thumbs, and come back down. Now, if you can't get your thumbs to touch the wall behind you, don't feel bad. That's okay. That's something to work on. So you're just going to go up as high as you can and then come back down. And if that feels pretty easy for you, then I want you to challenge yourself by going up and holding. Maybe start with a count of 3. Maybe you can count to 5. Maybe you can count to 8. But see if you can take them up, hold with those thumbs touching back against the wall, and see how that feels. Another option is to do the same kind of exercise on the floor. If you feel like your shoulders are a little tight, you may want to lay on something. This is just a bolster cushion that I've got, which is a good option. Your belly down, extend your arms so thumbs are up, and then you're going to lift those arms off the floor. Again, keeping your shoulders down from your ears, up and down. And if that feels pretty good, you can try lift and hold. Bring back down. If it's really hard to even lift your arms off the floor, again, that's okay. Even if you just come up a tiny little bit and then put it back down. If that feels really easy, you're welcome to grab a very light set of weights, 1 to maybe 3 pounds, no more than that. Add that to that kind of lift. You also do not have to use a cushion or bolster under your body. You can just lay down flat on the floor and try it. That is a little more challenging. So like I said, if this feels tight to you, I'd recommend using something under your body. If you feel like you've got that mobility already, lay your belly down on the floor. If you want to move on to something a little bit more advanced, we can also work on the flexibility and movement of the shoulders behind the body. One good way to do that is to take something like a strap or a rope tie that you're going to take behind your body. You're going to bring your arms so that they're just a little wider than your hip bones, so out to the side. My palms are facing forward. The back of my hands is facing back, and I'm just going to lift and squeeze up behind my body. Again, without arching the back, without lifting the shoulders, just squeezing up through those shoulders. And if you can do longer than a quick squeeze, you might lift and hold for a few seconds and bring it down. If you can, on any of these exercises, if you can work up to holding it even for 30 seconds, that's a good length of stretch. 30 seconds is a nice long time, but work up to it. And if you have any questions or problems, please let me know. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional. So if you really do have any injuries or issues you think need to be addressed by a doctor or physical therapist, I would strongly recommend that. I've mentioned before, I did physical therapy on my shoulder. It worked wonders, changed my life, got rid of a lot of pain. So don't hold back if you feel like you need some professional help there. But if you just have a few little easy questions, throw them my way. I'm happy to help you, and enjoy moving your shoulders this week. Take care and be well.